Muy buenas a todos, chavales, bienvenidos de nuevo al canal de Limpo, bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo de primeras impresiones de un título para Nintendo Switch. Bienvenidos a Deadly Premonition 2, a Blessing in Disguise, un juego que nos llega en exclusiva, al menos de manera temporal, a la consola híbrida de Nintendo. Un juego bastante esperado, por otra parte, tiene toda su comunidad de fans esta obra de culto, bueno, esta secuela de la obra de culto que yo por lo menos lo jugué de manera original en Xbox 360, pero sabéis que también lo tenéis el primero en Nintendo Switch, se llama Deadly Premonition Origins, y bueno, pues no sé, vamos a jugarlo, vamos a probar estos primeros minutos. Me imagino que la mayoría estaréis al tanto ya de los análisis que han salido, de las... bueno, parece que lleva unas notas muy parecidas a las que se llevó el primero en un principio. Luego sí que es verdad que esa fama de obra de culto ha hecho que la gente lo haya considerado un poco mejor, pero este Deadly Premonition 2 parece ser que vuelve a ser un nuevo desastre técnico. Me trae curiosidad que muchísima gente alaba eso, muchísima gente dice que es un homenaje al primero, que es así como debería de ser, elogia que sea un desastre técnico, elogia que según hemos visto en un análisis técnico, el juego hay ciertas zonas en las que baja los 10 fotogramas por segundo, 10 fotogramas por segundo, estamos en la Mega Drive. Bueno, vamos a dar la nueva partida y vamos a ver los primeros minutos de este Deadly Premonition 2, que por otra parte sí que es cierto que los fans lo que esperan de verdad es que le ofrezcan una buena historia. Una buena historia protagonizada, como no, por el agente York, y vamos a ver, yo qué sé. Ya, también hay que decir que se está trabajando en un parche, para mejorar un poco el rendimiento del juego que... De Carré a afueras de Nueva Orleans. Perfecto. Es que tampoco es que el juego sea un portento gráfico. Entonces que el rendimiento sea cuanto menos discutible, pues... Ah, está bastante bien. Está bastante bien. Hace un maniquí. Vale. 88 horas después. Vale. Afueras de Boston, Massachusetts. No sé ni lo que acabo de decir. Simon Jones.
Ah, damn it. What a way to start the new year.
What?
Afraid I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones.
Madre mía.
You're on the clock.
Ojo, ojo a los frames,
Quiet down. You have any
Vale.
idea
Os explico la situación. Bueno, los frames ya los habéis visto por vosotros mismos. Y le dé a lo que le dé el stick izquierdo, anda para adelante. Si le doy para la izquierda, si le doy para la derecha, si le doy para atrás, anda para adelante. Así es que nada, vamos. Madre del amor hermoso. Esto es el Prince of Persia del Amstrad.
No. The regional bureau chief merely issued a special order.
Oh. Yeah. How could I forget?
Está totalmente guiado, ¿eh? Le dé a lo que le dé, va hacia ahí.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike. And no red, remember?
Bueno, el juego sigue teniendo sus personajes bizarros. Eso era de esperar. O sea, eso es lo que le podemos pedir a Deadly Premonition. Lo que... aquí tenemos a Francis Morgan. A ver, un momento. Ojo. Un momento, ojo, ojo. A ver, yo es que es la primera vez que estoy jugando, obviamente. Entonces también para mí... Pero bueno. Ah, muy bien. Ah, tío. ¿Qué cojones?
You have questions for us.
Para nosotros.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
Vale, esto mola, esto hay que decir que mola. Esto de Deadly Premonition, pues sabe hacerlo bien. Sabe crear un universo chulo, con un lore chulo. Ah, yo, ¿qué cojones la pasada? Seguimos igual, ¿eh? Seguimos en una escena totalmente... Sí. Va totalmente al punto que tiene que ir. No me deja moverme libremente, quiero decir. No puedo mover la cámara. Por ahora no puedo hacer nada. Vale, la música muy similar a la del original. Todo se respira Deadly Premonition, eso es verdad. Desgraciadamente también en lo técnico. En lo técnico yo creo que es incluso peor. Por lo poco que estoy viendo, ¿eh?
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
Alaya Davis. Vale. Ahora que te saca los huevos, básicamente.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan? I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Claro, los que habéis jugado al Deadly Premonition original sabéis la particular relación de Francis con Zack, ¿no? Hace un poco Venom, ¿no? Hace Eddie Brock con Venom. Aquí hablando en plural.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break.
Perfecto.
Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Siempre está un poco regular, pero es que esto parece que ya hace de...
Since someone came to chat with us. Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking. But if he's hiding something...
Hierba de Zack, muy bien. Galardones torcidos. Hierba de Zack. Estoicismo de Zack. Mirar, revisar, interrogar. A ver, con el X miramos, ¿no? Galardones torcidos, por ejemplo.
Letters of appreciation from the governor. And the
Bastante
department
bien.
caked in dust as if he...
Y si no importan lo más mínimo, ¿por qué las tendría colgadas? Vale, le puedo dar a la revisar. ¿Qué diferencia hay entre revisar y mirar?
You solved
¿Qué le
many
pregunta?
difficult cases across your career. Utilizing your own, you've expertly cracked cases that were, according to our after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved. In 2003, you solved. In 2004, and also the stuffed human collector case in St. Then. In 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clark. You went on to solve many other cases after that. Did you really solve these? There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or work. How did you ever accomplish such
It was all thanks to...
Partner, the FBI files show no record of you ever... Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner?
Our partner is... besides, Belle, after the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught film.
Vale. Tutorial sexto sentido. Tu sexto sentido te será de mucha ayuda para encontrar pistas que te ayuden a avanzar en el juego. Mantener pulsado L para utilizarlo. El sexto sentido hace que la concentración baje, así que utilizarlo solo cuando sea necesario. Vale. Vale. Vale, ahí ya no le puedo preguntar. Vale, vamos a mirar la hierba, por ejemplo.
This smell. It doesn't surprise me at this point, but it'll be problematic. I won't get another chance to talk to him. I need to get him to stop smoking.
Vale, pues vamos a preguntarle directamente.
Excuse me, but would you please refrain from... I'm talking... Yes.
Don't get in our way and we won't.
Unfortunately, our data needs... Now please, put out that stinking and...
If we say
Then I'll put...
Ojo! Ojo, ¿eh?
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for and I mean...
it's medicinal.
Exactly.
Exacto, dice el otro. Vale. Y por último podemos mirar el estoicismo de Zack.
Francis Zach Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, and extremely talented. Perhaps he was a little too talented.
Hey, Belle, why are you
What are you talking?
The thick black accessory. That's a male. The color black represents. And your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your It's a psychological. We admire.
I thought you retired.
You're a...
In order to think with a man must first gouge out. Don't judge her. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an... Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah. She's smart, but she's also more of a...
Agent Jones. That's
Un poco. Ya está hecho mierda, ¿eh?
So, does that barrier of yours also...
He's more dangerous than I thought. I'll just have to assault him head on. First, I'll try using the files on the table to shake.
Vale, mirada vacía de Zack. Tenemos una partida de ajedrez y tenemos el caso de Carré. Vamos a probar lo de la concentración, a ver qué coño es. O sea, lo de mantener pulso L. ¿Para qué sirve? Vale. Me imagino que me dice que eso es lo más importante. La verdad es que no lo he pillado.
These files are from the case that took place just outside. The agent who handled the case was Francis, and now he's sitting right.
Vale, vamos a preguntarle por eso.
Do you remember the homicides that took place?
We saw...
Your report states by coincidence you encountered a serious incident. You then decided to steal the right to investigate after several more homicides.
We stole the right.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl. You arrived in Carré.
We just can't seem to keep our...
Did you really visit that town?
If you already have the... Either way...
Closed. Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some...
Come on.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the Clarkson food.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body. Do you know it? That's why we're... The first victim in the case he saw. This is a photograph of what she looks like now.
We're pleased that her body deeply...
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body. Aren't you curious?
Body or not, Lisa's body, and it's certain...
I suspect the body was stored there rather than a... She was found frozen in a store. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she... In fact, she's in such good condition that we can...
Well, good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievable... At first glance, few would guess she looks more like a piece of art.
This keeps getting...
Better and better.
Isn't that right? That sounds just like...
Ahora tiene un hada, tío.
That went okay. Now I'm sure that I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the...
Sobre el informe otra vez. Vale.
Isn't there someone else you should... Before coming to...
We were unable to reach Patricia. You look surprised. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during...
We haven't been to... Not at 14.
Is that so?
We've been right here. That man is... Aren't you, Simon?
He's
Ah, bueno,
right.
claro, sí, ya está.
He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas, which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about? I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on. This is the fake name you used to use. Yet that's not. That evening, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89. He reportedly said he wanted something old. The owner of the car lot felt it was a.
Our world is filled, and they always have the most.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Trenton New.
You can find that type.
Mola mucho este comienzo, ¿eh? O sea, el juego ya ha conseguido meterme dentro. Ha conseguido meterme dentro, esa es la verdad. No sé cómo lo hace, pero es así.
You may be wondering why we decided.
Everything.
Sé que el juego transcurre en dos épocas temporales, que sé que ahora la parte más jugable, por así decirlo, me imagino que será en el pasado, ¿no? Cuando él investigó este caso.
Then we assume.
Of course, we question all the Clarkson food delivery but we still have yet to obtain any key tests.
Par for the course with a 14.
Not to mention how bad the timing was.
So, you gave up. Remember what that warehouse? That.
Hey, the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's Yeah, I think he started. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was.
The large man, yes? I'm sure you've already put him on textbook.
Even this messy room. Especially when it comes to those strangely.
Vale, vamos a volver a... Vale. Esto nos dice en la superficie limpia a fondo. Ah, bueno, claro, ahí había algo. Ahí está claro que había algo.
Mr. Morgan, I found several spots in this room that... Did you tidy up a bit?
They've That's right. Hovels for pure.
Were there originally objects in something you didn't want to?
The soul we haven't touched, but we know. Hey, Simon, don't touch. Don't ever. You've been watching us for 4.5 years.
It's my first.
You're earning far more than you. What were you doing all? We thought wiretapping. Don't tell me. What do you think? My 4.5 years. All that.
Crossword puzzles. Come on. I'm a Sudoku.
Agent Jones.
Madre mía, ojo con el agente Jones que tiene papeletas para ser personajazo, ¿eh?
He's completely taking control of. At this rate, we'll never get any. I need to press him.
Contenido del maletín.
Agent, did you find?
Me encanta cómo las manos atraviesan los documentos del caso de Green Vale. Ajá.
Mr. Morgan, do you recognize these files?
Sabía, es que sabía yo que...
Whoa!
Ha tocado el santuario.
Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of justice.
We told you. Go. Ah! Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down.
Ahí está la puta mierda.
Ah! 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 Yeah.
Mr. Morgan? I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid?
Madre mía. Si este buen hombre supiera hacer videojuegos.
Everything should be fine.
Aparte de escribirlos. O sea, hacerme refiero en cuanto a rendimiento y eso.
Sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such a nice. Please.
I don't know what I'll never and
Don't touch one. I told them not to.
Now.
Don't worry.
Strangely enough, and I believe that fear is connected.
Caso Greenvale. Mira, por aquí más cosillas. Titular de documentos y superficie limpiada a fondo. Ahora vamos directamente al caso Greenvale.
Mr. Morgan, I'd like to ask you some questions.
We don't want to remember that.
I'm sorry, but I remember hearing about this case on the news.
Quien nos haya pasado el primer juego.
And the FBI stepped in to take over the case. I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to. Is that correct? After that case, you went on, and when you returned, you requested to be. What happened?
That's none of your business.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific age, but there's another possibility that perhaps you simply finished.
What are you?
Thinking too much about something. The Greenvale case, don't you think it resembles?
Read the report. We have nothing.
I just need one more thing that.
La fotografía está claro, ¿no?
Mr. Morgan.
What did we?
This isn't a look close. Former Special Agent Francis. This photograph it's from the Carré case.
Red.
Yes. Greenvale wasn't the first place. The Greenvale case and they're connected by these red, aren't they?
Red trees.
Answer me. What are
Red trees.
I want tell me.
The red. You're dead.
I want to know what went down.
We'll tell you what happened. Yes, it was that red tree ruin. It was. The sun come like a torrential downpour. It all started back in that. We still had our best. The other me. My better half.
Vale, y con esto imagino que vamos directamente al pasado, que es lo que os he dicho antes. Y bueno, tendremos a Francis un poco mejor. Mira, aquí está ya la presentación. En unas mejores condiciones, ¿no? Si es que es lo que tiene el Sueri del capullo. Había conseguido engancharme. Y es un puto desastre. Y va a ser peor cuando nos den el manejo del personaje. Vamos a pasar esto. Básicamente porque está en YouTube, lo podéis ver si queréis. Cuando nos den el control del personaje va a ser todavía peor. Por lo menos los gameplays, los pocos gameplays que yo he visto es un desastre. Un desastre técnico. Bueno, del nivel que hemos visto en la introducción. Y eso que era solo darle a un stick y el personaje iba andando solo. Es que es un puto desastre técnico. Y a nivel jugable, cuando tengamos, pues pasará como el primero, ¿no? Cuando tengamos que combatir y todo eso va a ser un espectáculo. Pero lo que es el envoltorio, lo que es la historia, a mí ha conseguido engancharme. Ya ha conseguido meterme de lleno dentro de la historia.
Zach. Can you hear me, Zach?
Los soniditos como en el primero.
There you are, Zach. Well, rise and shine.
Vale, hola.
Isn't that right?
Está siendo esto un poco... Vale. Deadly Premonition 2. Bueno. Bueno, yo creo que son juegos que merecen la pena jugarlos. Este obviamente aún no puedo asegurarlo, pero el primero sí que merece la pena jugarlo, siempre y cuando sepas a lo que vas, siempre y cuando sepas lo que vas a sufrir. Aquí sé que llevas un monopatín. En el primero me acuerdo el control de los coches. Madre mía, el control de los coches. Yo no sé si he jugado un juego en mi vida con un control peor de los coches. El café, ¿eh?
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Madre mía. Aquí es Francis York Morgan.
Look at that, Zach. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Carré, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Ojo.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
Madre mía.
Zach?
Sí, mejor no pregunte.
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about
Hostia,
this.
¿qué? De eso de que tenga en su cocina dos hachas ahí colgadas.
Shoot, I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it.
Vale, vamos a elegir qué preguntarle y... Vale, pues nada, chavales, es que llevamos ya prácticamente media hora, que más o menos es el límite que a mí me gusta hacer de estos vídeos de primeras impresiones, así es que vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Esto es Deadly Premonition 2, la verdad es que a mí poco me sorprende después de todo lo que había leído. Sé que va a ser sufrido jugarlo, yo personalmente quizá me espere un poquito. A mí eso de elogiar que sea un desastre técnico no va mucho conmigo, así es que me esperaré un poco a ver si efectivamente sacan un parche que mejore un poco el rendimiento. Yo tampoco digo muchísimo, pero un poco. Tampoco es un juego que requiera mucho a nivel gráfico para que vaya como una castaña, pero esto es Deadly Premonition. Quiero decir, el envoltorio a mí me ha enganchado, a mí me llama la atención y quiero saber más de este pueblo, quiero saber más de Carré, quiero saber más del caso, quiero saber cómo ha llegado el agente York a la situación en la que hemos visto que está en el presente. Así es que eso es lo que tiene este Deadly Premonition. Nada más, lo dejamos por aquí, chavales. Venga, hasta el siguiente vídeo.